Hi everyone, this is Hannah here. So we are going to do the tutorial for the March box, the scrapbook album that we are making from the Glassine bags that came in your box. So I did include the instructions in your box. So it does kind of go ahead into detail on how to do it. But I also wanted to do a video to walk you through the steps because this is something new that we're doing for this box, just to keep it fun and everything. So basically in the steps here, we're going to go ahead and cut off these jagged edges out of the bag. Now you could go ahead and leave them on if you wanted to. That's up to you. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut all of mine off. So I hope that all of y'all are doing well today. It is Friday night here. And I know I'm getting a late start on the tutorial. I told y'all it would be up this week. And I am going to try my best to get it up this week. It might be Saturday, but at least it will still be in the week. We've just had so much going on here lately. This week, it was spring break, so my daughter was out of school. So just, trying to keep the kids busy and everything. And, well, my son, he's not in school yet. But, all right, so we cut off the jagged edge off of one side. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to leave this jagged edge on here. It's glued on. We're going to be covering it up with paper, so it's not going to make a big deal to me. So I'm just going to cut a little slit just so we can do a pocket. All right. But yeah, it has been a busy week trying to keep the kids busy. So, one day we got out and exercised. We did a little morning exercise routine. And so I pulled up a kids exercise program on YouTube. And we got out in the backyard and exercised. And it was actually really fun. I enjoyed it. My daughter said she enjoyed it too. My son, I don't know if he did or not. He just likes being outside. It doesn't really matter what he does. He just likes being outside. So that's always good. But it was a lot of fun. Just, it has been really pretty this week with, the spring, spring weather coming. It's really nice. I love the wind. I definitely love the wind in March. All right, so we've got all of this. All right, so now what we're going to do, so as in the first page, you do that. Now, this is for paper bags, like the brown, paper bags that you get. You glue the flap down. These don't have the flaps, so let's see here. So now we're just going to stack them all together. What we're basically going to be doing, now what I like to do so we just kind of stack them all together. Just kind of want to get them pretty. It's kind of hard to get them all straight, I guess. Now, an option that you could do if you wanted to keep your, you know, bag album a little bit bigger, you could leave it like this and just glue on each edge to adhere the layers together, and then just cover it, or you could even sew it together, and then you've got a nice little you know, more of a horizontal book. I am actually excited to create like a cute little ATC book, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So I am going to fold it in half. It's like just trying to get it all lined up. It's probably not going to be perfect, but we're going to see what we can do here. Okay, well, I think I've got it pretty straight. It's looking pretty good, huh? Okay, that is so cute. It's been a long time since I've made a little book, so I'm really excited about this. All right, so we've got that all together. Now, so basically, like what it has here in the steps, it's showing you some different ways we can go ahead, take this, sew right down the middle. Or what we can do, we could take and just glue each, you know, we could take a little glue, glue it here, and in between each layer. That's what I'm going to do. So, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I know with, you know, usually with the scrapbooks, you know, we usually use, you know, a wet glue, maybe, you know, Aleene's tacky glue. That's what I normally use, or Fabri-Tac or score tape. So I'm just taking a little glue, just going to put it right in the crease there. All right, and so then we're just going to fold that back over, and we're going to press it down. Okay, now we're going to go to the next layer, and we're going to do the same thing, and we're just going to do this on all the layers, just kind of, you know, adding that glue. This glue's almost out. I go through quite a bit of glue. But, all right. And if, I know I had some customers that subscribed to the junk journal box, and, you know, they were wanting to do this. You know, if you have some paper bags in your, you know, at home, then, you know, feel free to use that and just follow the same steps like what we're doing for these little Glassine bags. All right, let's see, what layer are we at here? Okay. Okay. Oh, this one looks like I missed a little place of glue. There we go. I hope that I am staying in camera. I am sure trying to. I'm bad about wanting to pull it close to me. All right, let's see, we got that one. Okay, yeah, got that one adhered. Now let's go ahead and do this one here. And then that's going to get all of our layers together here. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm bad about pulling it close to me. And but you know, I got to kind of keep it out, you know, so that y'all can see it on the camera too. All right. Okay, so we got that glued together. Now, like what it had showed here, if you wanted to go ahead and cover it with something, you know, like take a piece of the cardstock, fold it in half and cover over, you could. Then take a piece of cardstock and cover next to it, you can do that. That is an option. And I might go ahead and do that. Let's see what we got, because sometimes I just kind of like to think of this as I go. All right, so let's look at our paper here. And let's look at our journaling cards. Let's see what we got. And now this, we're going to have a little over. Yeah. Okay, so I might wait and do that maybe on the inside pages or something, just because I do want to cover up most of this. All right, so let's look at our pretty, pretty paper. This is beautiful, gorgeous paper. Now, I actually like this. That is a beautiful background. And, you know, I mean, it's pretty much like a blank canvas, and you just get crazy with decorating and embellishing. That would be so fun. Of course, this is beautiful. I absolutely love this. Hard to choose. Let's see here. And I really like this. This is really neat. To me, it's like kind of contemporary. I like that. And then that mosaic tile there, that's really pretty as well. Okay, I think I might just have to go with that, I think. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It is so pretty. It's hard to choose, isn't it? It's just so hard to choose which one you want to do. Of course, we even got this too. That's really pretty too. I don't know. We might just go with this. Sometimes it really is hard deciding, isn't it? All right, let's see. We're going to get our paper cutter. All right, let's see here. So, all right, so the height of this is 4.5. So I think we're going to go ahead and do the 4.5. Sometimes I'll leave a little overhang, but I don't think I am this time. I think we're just going to just butt it right up to the edge here. And then let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, we're at like 3 1/8 about. So that would be a 6 1/4 roughly. I might even just go to 6 1/2 And if we have a little overhang, we can cut that. That's not a big deal. Okay. All right, so let's see. Decisions. I mean, that is beautiful, isn't it, though? I mean, it's just so, I don't know. It's so hard to choose. I'm such a nut for floral. I absolutely love floral designs. It's by far, I've always loved flowers. I used to do a lot of photography, and my favorite thing to take pictures of was flowers. I absolutely loved it. Okay. All right. And I know within your boxes you have different colors of inks. I wish that I could just send everybody the same color, and it doesn't seem to be working out that way. I can't seem to get enough of one color in stock in order to do that. So anyway, but what makes it hard is that I can't always remember what color I've sent you. So, and I do, for the most part, I think I remember pretty good. And then I also, write it down. But then there were a couple of days, I write it down in my planner. And then there were a couple of days that I lost my planner. I'm like, where in the world is my planner? I need my planner. I couldn't find it, so I had to mail boxes out without my planner. I was just going off of my phone, off of the orders that had come in. And I'm like, okay, I really need my planner. So I finally found it yesterday. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I found it. You get used to it. And then you're like, oh, I really need it. Okay. All right, now let's see here. Because then I'm also thinking, okay, what, do we just leave it like this? Do we try to put some kind of trim down the side? So just trying to figure out something. That's cute. Or I even have some of this. Isn't that beautiful? I might just roll with that. All right, so I think what we're going to do, I'm going to attempt to score this in the middle. I say that, but I can't find my right tool. Oh, I know what. I'll use my bone folder that came with my memory, what's it called? We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch. All right, so let's see. So what were we at again? I'm trying to remember here. We were at like roughly about 3 1/16, but let's just go with, we're at 6 1/2 here, so let's just go 3 1/4, and that way if we have some overhang, it's okay. We can always trim that. Okay. All right, making sure I scored that right. All right. And the reason why I like to score it is so that when you are creasing it, it's not going to crack. You know, sometimes the paper will crack or tear a little bit on your crease. When you score it, it pretty much prevents that from happening, unless if you're using a super thick paper, you know, like 110-pound weight paper, it might still do that. But I think this is just a 65-pound weight. So we're good on that. Okay. All right, so yeah, that fits perfect. That's so cute. So we're going to go ahead and apply some of our glue here. Or you can use your score tape, whichever. Hopefully I have enough to be able to glue this. I hope. Okay. Just trying to. Okay. Okay, I'm just kind of pressing down. I always glue one side, and then I go over and I glue my other side. All right. Oh, I got a little glue coming out. That's okay. All right, let's see here. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply some more glue. I'm going to go ahead and get it in the crease because I didn't get that while ago. Just trying to keep that crease from buckling. All right, so now we're going to press this side down. All right, here we go. So I guess y'all are probably wondering how the coronavirus is going here in Texas. I mean, I don't really know what answer to give. It hit Houston first, then Dickinson, and now it's in Montgomery County, which is where we live. So it's getting a little close to home for sure. We went to the grocery store last night. It was crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. I go down the aisle for the toilet paper, completely sold out. There was no toilet paper, no paper towels. You know, I did get paper plates, but that was gone. Any alcohol, sanitizer, it's all gone. The meat that I buy lean beef, fish, chicken, all gone. So I had to buy all frozen meat. So I was like, okay. So it was crazy. It was crazy. It just was. And I know that it you know, it is a concern that we all have. You know, but I do, you know, I do wonder if some, you know, if some are overreacting. you know, we do want to use caution, of course. Um, you know, a couple bottles of alcohol is all right. 30 bottles in your buggy, you know, you know, we need to share. We need to share so that we all can get a little bit. And then like we went out tonight and there was hardly anybody out and about. And I thought, well, I guess they're all staying in tonight. And, you know, I guess they're scared to get around anybody, you know. But, I mean, we're getting out, you know. But, I mean, we use hand sanitizer. You know, we sanitize our tables before we sit down to eat. You know, we're trying to be very cautious. So, you know, but we don't want to freak out and, you know, be stuck indoors. So, you know, we have kids. We want to be able to get out and do some things with them too. So we don't want to bring any extra alarm, you know, to our kids. You know, my daughter, she tends to be kind of a worrywart, and you know, so she's pretty concerned. But I said, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. And you know. All right, so we've got our cover. Cute, cute little book. I'm just absolutely loving this. All right, I think what we're going to do, let's see here. So I'm almost thinking of having maybe something like that. That's real cute, isn't it? We could even maybe fold it in half. I feel like it doesn't have enough. So I think we're just going to glue on both sides. What I may do, I may go ahead and fold it in half. And then add another layer, I think. Because I want to kind of cover that up. So let's see. All right, got my scissors. But I hope that wherever y'all are at, I hope that y'all are, you know, in good health and, you know, not having to deal with the coronavirus. I hope that y'all are okay. I mean, basically, from my understanding, it's like a flu. And, you know, at first, when we heard about it, we were like, there's no cure for it, we're all going to die. But excuse me, what I'm hearing is that it's just like the flu. So they're treating it like it's the flu. I think it's just, it's more alarming if you're in a person that's not in good health, or an elderly person, or, you know, an infant or small child. So, you know, so of course we're, you know, we are wanting to try to keep our kids, you know, I tell my kids, I say, don't, you know, when we're out and about, you don't, you know, don't rub your face, don't rub your eyes, you know. You can at least tell them, right, and hope they do it. My daughter's older to where she will listen, but, you know, my son, he's still small. He's 3. So, you know, usually you tell him, he just doesn't remember. Excuse me. All right. seem to be low on the glue. Okay, so now let's get on the other side here. Let's see, well, you know what? I think let me finish this side first, I think, maybe. All right, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and cut another layer. Okay. All right. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to go like this. I kind of like how. There we go. I like the look of the lace facing this way. I like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take that pink piece. Okay. This spring weather's kind of got my allergies messed up, but it usually does that every year around this time, you know, just, I guess, trying to get used to the new season. There we go. All right, let me turn this around and kind of, here we go. All right. All right, now let me turn it around. Okay, let me see if I have a cough drop or something here. I don't have a cough drop, but maybe a piece of gum will help. I've got the fan turned on, and that's probably not good. Sometimes the fan will aggravate my allergies more than help, you know, but the weather's just, you know, starting to get warmer. Excuse me. So after my video, let's see. Well, the last video I put out was the tutorial for the mixed media box. And I do want to apologize for that video. You know, I'm still kind of practicing on my phone, trying to get a good system down. Overall, recording from my phone is so much easier, y'all. So much easier. And once I had to figure a couple of things out. You know, there's some steps to do. And then I also, had to clear a lot of memory out of my phone. I had 1,200 pictures on my phone. And I'm like, oh, I need to clear that out. So I had to figure out how to do all that. So did that. I got it down to 218. So that's not bad. We're getting there. Just trying to free up some space because it said, you know, the whole iCloud thing, you know, it says you need more space or something like that, and then they want you to pay the, you know, 99 cents a month. So I pay the 99 cents a month, but it's still saying something about the space, so I don't know what to do. But when I was recording the video from my phone, what was showing in the screen was what I thought was recording, but it cut some of it off up at the top when I was painting, excuse me, when I was painting the wild fuchsia, I'll just say fuchsia, down, painting that. Okay, now we're layering fabric on fabric, so here's what I'm going to do to get it to kind of stay together. I'm basically going to put these clips on here so that as this glue dries, you know, it's adhering all the lace together. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead, let this sit to dry, and then we'll come back on the next video and then we will, I don't know if we're going to embellish the cover or if that's going to be the last step. We may go ahead and just start on the inside pages and the pockets, decorating that, just kind of get into that. And then the last step, we will embellish our cover. That way make it easier when we're opening our book. So this is basically part one. Part two video that I will be uploading later. We're going to go on the inside and we're going to start cutting out our cardstock and our little tags that we're going to put inside the pockets. So we're going to be going through that. So this might be at least a 3-part video series. You know, I would like to be able to complete my entire book with you. It just depends on how time allows for me, but I will at least show you the steps of how to go through the pages and do that. You know, just to kind of give you some ideas, inspire you. But this is it for this video. And then the next video, we're going to start working on the inside pages. The last video, we're going to embellish the cover. So thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to comment below or you can email me directly. Y'all have a good day. Bye.